samples to test in preparation for harvest. And so Whitney and I thought that it would be a cool idea to kind of show you all what the process is like. So the grapes come in a bag like this, and I crunch them up, and I put them in a sample cup like that. And so the three things that I test for are pH, titratable acidity, and then the degrees Brix, which is the sugar concentration of the juice. So I've already crunched up all the juice, and let me just show you what I do. So I take 5 milliliters of the sample, I put it in my flask, I add some water, I add what's called phenolphthalein, and it's something that looks clear, but as I'm adding a base to the acid, it'll turn pink. So that's what an indicator does. So I add a couple drops, I swirl it around, I take my initial measurement, 23.1, and then I start swirling. And as you can see, it gets pink, but it disappears as I swirl. And so this is called a titration. And I'm waiting for the slightly green solution to turn the faintest of pinks. And this is where it kind of gets a little tedious because there's a thing called over-titration. We don't want it to be bright pink. And so the longer that the pink stays, it kind of tells us that it's getting closer. Getting there. And this is where patience is key.
I keep thinking, oh, it's gonna turn.
I know. Okay, I'd say that's good. So then I take my final reading, 34.3. I do my little math, and that tells us the titratable acidity for the grape juice. And so, as we kind of Whitney and I talked about a couple weeks ago, as acidity goes down, sugar goes up. And so this is just a kind of a way for us to monitor where are the acids at. And so the next thing that I test for is the sugar. So we know where the acids are, but what about the sugar?
And what varietal is this?
This sample was labeled White Hill. So
okay.
It's some sort of potential white blend. I'm not sure. So it's kind of up to the vineyard. Sometimes their labeling is different than maybe we would label, but you know, in all these samples, I have a Chardonnay, a Viognier, a couple Sauvignon Blancs, and I don't know if I said Chenin Blanc, but I have one of those too. So a wide variety here.
Nice.
And so this is a refractometer, and what it does is when you put your sample on, the light comes in, and the degree at which the light bends tells me how much sugar is in the sample. So I take my handy dandy little eyedropper, and what I do is I just squirt out a couple just to make sure it's all clear. And then I put a couple drops there, I put that over, and I look up. And it looks like this is about 17 degrees Brix. And so, in my experience, we're looking for something in the 20s. So this probably isn't done, but that's what we have to do a taste test for as well. Because you know, you need to take into consideration the sugars, the acids, but also what does it taste like. So anyway, so that's what I do in the lab.
Cool. Thanks for sharing with us, and we're excited to get harvest underway. I believe grapes will be coming in this week, possibly?
Yeah, we're starting this week.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Emily.
Yeah.